What is up, YouTube M40 here? So we have more deck lists coming out of the TCG collectors or collectorns. Link is down below for their Quarantine Cup. We're going to be covering a lot of Eldlich. It doesn't surprise me that that deck just does not stop showing up in all sorts of different variables and things that are going into it. It's probably one of the most evolved decks in the format, honestly, which is saying a lot out of it. So the first deck list we have here is from James Nicholson. He was piloting Water. Now, for those of you that have been keeping up with the post-Etco supposed format, you've seen that Water gets a pretty big upgrade with Deep Sea Minstrel. And you can discard this card and one Water monster to look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from there face up until the end phase. If this card is special summon, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Target a level 4 or lower water monster graveyard, except for Minstrel. Place it on the top of the bottom of your deck. The thing that we care about here is we've effectively given Water a DD designator to pierce your opponent's Ash Blossoms, to take care of your opponent's Nibiru, to effectively check these problematic cards that you're going to have to deal with in your matchups, because Water's this huge combo deck that just goes off and does its thing. And I see we have an interesting tech choice here with the DD ground in the main deck here. We're also playing the triple copies of Aria, so this lets you banish a water monster from your graveyard to add 1 level 4 or lower Sea Serpent from your deck to your hand. So they actually have access to Erota. So unless your opponent opens up kind of like the Stone Cold Nuts, you should be able to at least generate a huge board here. I also see he's not playing Desert Locust. A few people were playing Desert Locust because you can actually end up ripping 2 cards from your opponent's hand with a Blown Glacia, and then you can actually toggle your needle or your needle fiber into the Desert Locust to get another rip from your opponent's hand. I know that might not be the most optimal way of going about things for Water at this point, but it's one of the more interesting things that I've seen come out of this as of late. So Water's become this really cool combo deck, also with access to True King of all calamities through Abyss Mander for that major power up in terms of level. So we have triple copies of Aqua Spirit, being the beautiful extender that we need her to be for Water. Also, I mean, she can change a battle position. Not like that ever comes up. We have triple copies of our Searcher, Mr. Atlantean Dragoons. 2 copies of Heavy Infantry for the Pops. Then we have triple copies of Deep Sea Diva. Sea Serpent. Huh. Oh, well, I can do a Minstrel Shoot, and then I can go Aria to search for my Deep Sea Diva to start my combo, because you're not going to have a hand trap to stop it. We have triple copies of Minstrel. 2 copies of the Fishborg Launcher. So if you have a monsters in your graveyard other than Fishborg Launcher, and all of them are Water, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. And this card cannot be used as a synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Water monster. We don't care about that. Link material all the way. Also tuner to make needle fiber. We have 1 Jet Synchron, 1 copy of the Lapis Dragon, 1 Gund, 1 copy of the Mander for the level increase, triple copies of Megalo so that we can make VFD, 1 copy of Abyss Spike, triple copies of Abyss Stew, 1 copy of the Giant Sea Cow, and triple copies of Nyctibus. And then we have 1 Mikazuchi, triple copies of Call by the Grave, triple copies of Deep Sea Aria, 1 Different Dimension Ground, and 1 copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra, we have 1 Abyss Lacia, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus. Do take note that Cerberus is starting to see a lot more play as of late. We have 1 Holly Fibrex, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Appaloosa, 1 True King of all calamities, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Bahamut Shark, 1 Trishula, 1 TG Wonder Magician, 1 Omega, and 1 Borreload Savage Dragon. Side here is 1 Heavy Infantry, 1 Marksman, triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Dark Ruler No More, triple Lightning Storm, triple Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up your take for Water from James. This definitely did good making top 8. I wish it would have got a little bit further, but, you know, I can't complain too much. Next up, we start our journey on in to the Eldlich farm. And there are so many cool innovations and things that you can do with Eldlich. This is from Thomas Bailey, Team Mystic Hours, Eldlich. This is playing the Borders. Now, either you're playing Borders, you're playing Invoked, I feel. Like, there's not really a lot of middle ground that you kind of get with this deck. So, we have triple copies of Asher Blossom and Joyous Spring, triple copies of D.D. Crow, triple copies of the Golden Lord himself, triple copies of Inspector Border, triple copies of the Cursed Eldland, 2 copies of the Eld Elixir with the 1 White Destiny, and triple copies of Pot of Extravagance. Then we have triple copies of Conquistador of the Golden Land, triple copies of the Eld Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, 1 Golden Land Forever, triple copies of Goes and Match, Floodgates, 1 copy of Guardian of the Golden Land, triple copies of the Pirates, Arg, 1 Imperial Order, 1 Skill Drain, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Link Spider, 2 copies of Nightmare Phoenix, 2 copies of the Super Soldier of Chaos, 2 Juggernaut Libby, triple copies of Gustav Max, 2 Shark Fortress, and 2 copies of Pallades. Side deck, we have triple copies of Nibiru the Primal Being, triple copies of Seer Mode, and you don't really need your normal summon in this deck to function. Triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, triple copies of Mystic Mine, and triple copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping up Thomas Bailey's list. This is definitely the control build. Goes and matches to slow down the pace of the game. Inspector Board, like honestly, Golden Boy plus Border plus Disruption off of any, of your traps here. Definitely better. Also, I think the control build is the only one that really likes to play Guardian. Guardian itself is not that good of a card, but it definitely does what it needs for the game pacing to slow things down. So, one reason why we love the little guy. Alright, next up, we have, man, there are so many, literally every variant of this deck topped between what they were attempting to do with the different engines. So this is Kyle Giedis' Team Good at Yu-Gi-Oh's list, sporting off not the control engine per se, but more of the invoked engine. So we have triple copies of Alista, the Invoca, 1 copy of Apprentice Illusion Magician, triple copies of Asher Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of the Golden Lord, and triple copies of Magician's Souls. It's really, I love the fact that, like, after Spiral died, we were kind of just in and out of the loop with these, so it's kind of nice to see these finding a way into a new deck. Triple copies of Cursed Eldland, 1 copy of the Eld Elixir, 1 Eld Elixir White Destiny, and 2 copies of Invocation with the triple Meltdown, the 2 Knowledge, the 1 Secret, and the 1 Terraforming. We have triple Conquistador, triple Eld Elixir, 1 Golden Land Forever, triple copies of the Pirates, and triple copies of Infinite and Permanence. Then we have 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Almirage, 1 Anima, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Boral Sword, and 1 Alistair, 1 Dreadnought, 2 Gustav, 1 Pallades, 1 Purgatorio, 2 Makaba, and 1 Kaliga. And then we have triple Nibiru, triple Gamma, 1 Driver, 2 Cosmic, triple Lightning Storm, and triple Pointer of the Red Lotus. Wrapping up this list. And then last but not least here, we have one more spin on this deck, but this one is playing Mana. This is the James Kemet's top 8 list for you guys. So we have triple copies of Alistar, the Invoker, triple copies of D.D. Crow, triple copies of Eldlich, the Golden Lord, triple copies of Magician's Souls, 1 Palladium Oracle Mana, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, triple copies of Cursed Eldland, 1 Black Awakening, and 1 White Destiny, 2 Invocation, triple Meltdown, 2 Knowledge, and 2 Secrets. We have only 2 Conquistador, 2 Scarlet Sanguine, 2 Golden Land Forever, 2 Pirates, and triple copies of Infinite Permanence. Down here in the extra, we have 1 Secure Garden with 1 Almirage, 1 Anima, 1 Phoenix, 1 Soldier of Chaos, 1 Invoker of Madness, 1 Juggernaut, and 1 Gustav, 1 Sky Palace, 1 Pallades, 1 Purgatorio, 2 Makaba, 1 Elysium, and 1 Kaliga. Side here, triple Nibiru, triple copies of Cosmic, triple Dark Ruler No More, 1 Raigeki, triple Evenly Matched, 1 Imperial Order, and 1 Red Reboot. Wrapping up the TCG Collectors Tournament for you guys, the second Quarantine Cup. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. about these deck lists. And guys, well, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you were looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.